Hello, everyone. I am live. Let's see here. I got the set up my Instagram. I haven't done my Instagram yet. I'm running a little late. Oh, I got to turn the light on. That's the wrong one. Now, I've been working all day. Let me see. I got to turn this light on. Did I turn it? I hope I ran the battery dead. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. I hope I didn't run the battery dead on my remote. Okay. So let me go live on here and then I'll be able to get started. Am I live now? 5:51. I think I'm live now. I think I am live now. It's telling my followers I am live. Let's see. Let me get this up. I gotta get this together. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm trying to do my phone and the computer. This ain't gonna work. I gotta change this. Hello. I gotta change this around. This is not gonna work. Hello. Hi, everyone. Hello. I had a long day. I've been working since 7 this morning. Hi, everyone. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. All right, so just give it a few more minutes to see if anybody else comes in, and we are going to get started. I'm not going to be long because it's late, and I just want to go over some information with everyone. I'm using this StreamYard app, so it's working really well. I just have to get my cameras and all that stuff together, but I ain't rushing to get all that done. That'll come eventually. But I have my notes and stuff here so that I can hi. I have my notes and stuff here so I can I won't forget anything. So hi, everyone. Hello. All right, just waiting a couple more minutes. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hey, Miranda. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Michelle Bryant. I'm the owner of Bryant's Tax, Logistics, and Accounting Services, LLC. Coming to you today live. I said I'm going to start doing my lives now. And this live is going to be about, and hey, how you doing? This live is going to be about 3 things, and it's not going to be too long. Everybody got life to get back to, but it's going to be about S-Corp versus LLC, DOT Audits, and building credit. And I'm not talking about business credit. I'm talking about personal credit. Okay. Tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Michelle Bryant. I've been doing taxes since 1996 for myself and off and on through H&R Block. And I attend so many classes over the years and gain so much knowledge and work with a lot of different people throughout the years. So that's how I was able to, become the force that I am. Hey, y'all. Hey, Facebook users. I don't know why it's not showing the name. But and also I've been working in trucking. I started in 1999, right after I graduated from high school. I started with my father. He was an agent. He was a truck driver. Then he went into becoming an agent. So he wanted to give that a try. And he pulled me into the office. And I worked with a young lady there. And that's how I got into the business. So when my father decided to go back over the road, there was this guy that owned trucking companies from Virginia all the way down to Florida, and he was a house carrier for one of the big steamship lines, Mediterranean Shipping Company. And so he wanted me. He loved my father. He wanted my father to work for him, but my father didn't want to be an agent anymore, so he wanted to go back over the road. So he was like, okay, well, since he's going back over the road, maybe his daughter will come over. So that's what I did. I went over there to work with him, and I worked directly under him since 1999 all the way up to 2000. Let me see, when did I move? 2011 actually is when I left and I moved to Florida. So that is my story. In Florida, I worked for a transportation company that had barges. They went over to and they had companies set up in Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, all the different Caribbean islands. So I worked with them for about 5 years. And then the last year I worked with them was from 15, 16. I was finishing up my degree. So once I got my degree and stuff, I started working at the job that I'm at now, but I still did trucking. A lot of people I know in trucking, a lot of my friends, my family, my brothers, my mom, my dad, everybody in trucking. So I couldn't escape it. So in 2017, I had a sickness that caused me to turn it into a business, because while I was out sick, truckers still needed me to do things for them to help them out. Even though I wasn't able to talk, I was able to text and email. So I did a lot of things by text and email, and it worked out. Kept my brain going to get my brain back in gear. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, I started doing taxes by hand. Oh, for Facebook, everybody else, Instagram. Miranda said, and she took my first class, my truckers compliance class. She took my first one, and she was amazing. Hi. She said I have a lot of transportation and tax experience, and I have it coming out my ears. I can't get rid of it. It's in me. But so that's how I got started out in 2018. I said, because I was doing taxes like for H&R Block, but I also was doing taxes for myself. And when I was doing for myself, I was doing it not the right way. But I was able to transition out of doing it not the right way into doing it the right way. And I became an ERO and all that good stuff and took off from there. Oh, thank you. Oh, she said she loved and learned so much. I have to use it. Yes. And I appreciate you taking my course. Oh, it was really, really great. I still have all our videos, so if you ever need it, just let me know and I can forward on to you. Yes. But I'm going to get started. First, I'm going to talk about building personal credit. Building personal credit. Okay, I'm going to tell you about my personal experience. All right, and it's not going to be too long. Just a little quick few tips. My credit was in the dumpster. I had brought it home. RPs, okay. I know that's right. And right now, matter of fact, I have done 4 RP applications since I got off my full time at 4, and I've worked on 4 RP applications, 2290s. If the fuel tax for the first quarter, then I got another if the fuel tax to file for the first quarter, and I have a S-Corp I'm still working on. He converted from an LLC to an S-Corp, and let me see, is that all I got to work on tonight? Yeah, so it's gonna be a late night for me, but I'm able to do it after hours. So it works out, So yeah, so with with building personal credit, for me, my credit, after I brought my house, I brought a whole lot of stuff on credit and all that stuff. Needless to say, and then the economy went under in 2008. So my first home was built in 2007. And my credit went in the dumpster because I couldn't keep up and I wasn't making as much money anymore because, as you know, 2008, everything blew up. But not only that, I was working in trucking at the time. I was working at a trucking company at the time. And by the economy going under, well, the trucking company took a hit as well because there wasn't that much stuff being shipped. So therefore, there wasn't that much freight being, being delivered and picked up and all other good stuff. So the trucking company took a hit during that time as well. So I wasn't working as much. I was working part-time during that time. So my credit took a hit. And so in order for me to get it back, what I did was, okay, when I was able to get on my feet, make more money and everything. Hey, honey, I'm sorry I wasn't able to make your wedding. I had all my nieces and nephews up here that weekend, and I am so sorry, but the pictures look so beautiful. So beautiful. But my credit had took a hit. So in order for me to get it back up, I had to make more money to pay for my living expenses, but also to pay for my debt. Okay. So what I did was, at the time, I got a job at Circle K, right? I was living in Jacksonville. I got a job at Circle K, and then I started just taking that money. Oh, okay. Oh, it showed that's how you show the I thought it's supposed to automatically show. Okay, well, okay, I didn't know that. Anyway, I'm playing with this darn thing. Okay, anyway, so you're welcome. So I started working at Circle K as a second job. Now, between my full time, I was dispatching, okay, for the company. I was dispatching, doing the payroll, entering all the per diem stuff and all the accessorial charges, and working with customer service when loads can't be picked up and delivered in time, and working with the drivers, making sure I have all their paperwork and dispatching together and calling them up to see if they want this load. And I was doing all of that. Okay. And then I transitioned to the accounts payable department because, transportation business can burn you out. Dispatching and all that stuff can burn you out. And I was burned out. So I had needed a change. So I wanted to get in accounts payable, which I had knowledge of from working at the trucking company in Savannah. And at this time I was in Jacksonville. And so I started making more money because I had a second job, and plus I switched position. But still, between the two jobs, I was only making no more than like 40. I wasn't even making $50,000 working two jobs. Okay, and let me tell you, working at Circle K, oh my God. Let me tell you, that's a whole nother episode or a live event. Okay. So I didn't use the knowledge that I had because at the time I didn't realize the knowledge I had was so valuable. Okay. And so once I started getting the money up and stuff, I started paying on whatever was in collections. Because I know the stuff in collections are dead, right? But it hadn't been 7 years. It had it was like 5. It was on my credit report for like 2 or 3 years. I had like 5 more years or 4 more years to go. So I wanted that off my credit because I know that I'd be able to move forward if I show that it's being paid. So what I did was pay off. I set up a settlement. Hey, I'm gonna pay you this and that. Some of the companies would remove it from my credit, some wouldn't, but it would show that zero balance, paid in full, or whatnot. So I would make it a settlement with them. Hey, if it was $1,000, I say, hey, I'll pay you $500 if you remove it from my report or show it as being, paid off in full, and not, and all that good stuff. So that worked out for me. The ones that were 7 years and over, 7 years, I disputed, and it was removed from my credit report. So the ones that were 7 years and older, I disputed, and they removed it from my credit report. Now, some of those creditors tried to come after me after the fact, but I don't know what state you're in. But look up the statute of limitation of when a debtor can sue you. Okay, because certain states have every state have different rules. Okay, so if it's been over 7 years, it's not on your credit report, but then they call you, oh, if you don't pay, we're going to sue you. Okay, look up the statute of limitation in your state to see if they can still do that. Okay, because if they can't sue you and it's beyond the statute of limitation, you tell them go to hell. Okay, and that's that. But if you pay on it, right, you're restarting that debt all over again. So you don't want to pay on it. Okay, you're restarting that debt all over again, and then they're going to put it back on your report. So I did that. And then I opened up a credit card with First Premier Bank. First Premier Bank is the worst, but it's good when you're trying to start your credit. And then at the time, I don't know if Capital One still does it, but Capital One had a secure credit card. So whatever secure credit card will help as well. So those credit cards is the way that I build my credit. I use it every month and I paid it off every month. Or if I didn't have the money to pay it off, I would let it carry a balance, but then I pay it off. You get what I'm saying? So I let it carry a little balance over so they can show that I'm paying it, you know. So I paid it off after I carried a little balance over and stuff like that. So so eventually First Premier and Capital One, I showed a good payment history with them, and then I was able to get a better credit card and a better credit card. So when I got the better credit cards and my scores went up, I closed out those First Premier, which took my score down a few points, but with time it recovered. I think after a year it recovered. Okay, because I had those other credit cards that I was paying on and stuff. So I would say credit cards is a good way to rebuild your credit, or any furniture company. But the furniture companies, you got to make sure they report to the credit bureaus. A lot of these furniture companies doesn't do that, or their reports are one but not all, and all this stuff and this and that. So you want to make sure that the furniture company reports to your to the credit bureau, and that's a good way to build, rebuild your credit. All right. So if y'all have any questions, y'all feel free to ask me if you have any questions. So the next thing I'm gonna talk about is DOT audits. All right, so if you're a truck driver, I got a stack of papers. If you are a truck driver or think about getting in the trucking industry, you want to make sure that you have your DOT audits together. Okay, so the class I'm giving is trucker compliance class. It goes over 2290s, IRP, if the fuel tax, bookkeeping. Oh yeah, DOT audits. Yes, that's a big one, because those audits can make you or break you. Those audits, if things don't go right, they can give you a fine that will shut you down. So DOT audits is a big one. So in the class, it go over 2290s, if the fuel tax, IRPs, bookkeeping, and trucker tax deductions. Okay, with that knowledge, you can take that knowledge and use it anywhere. You know what I mean? You can do anything with that knowledge. Okay, because you're going to learn the basics of the trucker staying in compliance. So if a trucker asks you, oh, I get questions all the time about doing this and doing that, doing this, and my brother was just fussing at me again today. He's talking about, well, I'm paying somebody to do this and do that, and I would pay you to do this and do that. I understand that, but I'm not offering that service, which is back office. He wants me to do the back office stuff, which is, keeping up with this and keeping up with that and all that good stuff. That's cool. You can make money doing that, but I'm not offering that service right now. But because of the knowledge I have, I'm able to understand the paperwork that he needs to keep up with when it comes to the fuel tax, when it comes to the IRP, when it comes to different things. Because if your IRP is not updated properly, you can get a fine. The driver will get a fine. So I have systems where I send out emails, and I tell her, I say, y'all got to make sure y'all check your emails. I send out these emails and let them know this and that and that and that. It's like you can't, I have so many drivers that I deal with. I can't individually call everybody. I can't email everybody personally, but I do have an email list. So in my email list, I send it out to everybody. All right. So when it comes to DOT audits, it's even worse. I mean, a DOT audit can make you or break you. They can shut you down. Okay. Like they can shut you all the way down if your stuff ain't right. So recently I completed a DOT audit. So let me tell you about that. And I'm not going to go too much in details, but just want to give you a little bit of it. All right, so when I was working in Savannah, I didn't experience this when I was in Florida. Did I experience it when I was in Florida? I think I did. But anyway, okay, the DOT will audit your company. If you're a carrier, if you got a DOT number, they're gonna audit you. The DOT gonna audit your fuel tax. They can audit your maintenance. They can audit your, just because they want to make sure you got all your paperwork. They can audit you for any goddamn thing. Okay. So when I worked at the trucking companies, we would bring someone down from Atlanta, and that person would be a consultant, which is the go between the company and the DOT. Right? I would assist the consultant, give him everything he needs so he can give a DOT. And I'm helping them out, helping them, saving them from having to pay this fine and all of this stuff. And I could be making the money myself, helping people with the DOT audits and stuff. I mean, this man was getting paid buku money, not to mention for his food, the hotel. I mean, he got paid everything just so that his job was to give everything the DOT needed from the company so that they wouldn't receive a fine. That was his job. Okay. Which he did it well because we worked together and we got everything done. All right. So recently, one of my clients had a safety DOT audit. So he forwarded me the email and everything. I looked it over and everything. I sent him the invoice. He paid the invoice and we went to work. I need this, that, and that. Make a long story short, I fax and upload everything to the DOT. I reached out to them to see if they need anything else. They say, if I need anything else, I'll contact you. That was 2-3 weeks ago. Haven't heard anything. Knock on wood, normally when you don't hear anything, that means it's a good thing. As long as you don't get up saying that you got to pay all this money within 24 hours, which I know somebody who had to, because before me, that if the fuel tax wasn't right, DOT asked for all the fuel receipts, asked for all driver trip sheets, and they went through every document. Come to find out I had to pay thousands within 24 hours. Okay. And they do it like that. They don't give you no payment plan. They don't tell you, you're going to have it. They don't, can I pay next week? They don't go for all that. You're going to have to pay that money right then. So that's why it's very important for y'all to keep up with your driver's trip sheet, which I have available. So if you go to my website, www.brianstanslogistics.com, or if you go to my link tree, which is click on the link in the profile, you'll be able to see the driver's trip sheets on there. All right. And you'll be able to print as many as you want. Keep a driver's trip sheet. You're supposed to have one with every trip. All right. Because the DOT will audit you and they will look at those and ask for those driver's trip sheets. I know somebody who went through that. Okay. So go get it. So that's enough about a DOT audit. Now, and I would like to add, I do offer that consulting services. So if you ever in need of an auditor, a consultant to go between you and the auditor, if you be an audit, you can send me an email, info@brianstanslogistics.com. You can give me a call at 770-460-5294. Or somebody calling me, but I'm on live, so I can't answer. Or go www.brianstanslogistics.com. Where I'm from Georgia. So yeah. So that's all about DOT audit. So y'all want to make sure that if you ever contact check your emails. All right, the DOT will send you an email. Okay, check y'all whatever email you use when you register for your DOT number, MC number. Please continue to check those emails because you get a lot of third-party people. Oh, that was you. Okay, well, I can't answer right now, sir. You have to call me back in the morning. I can't get, what am I saying? Oh, God darn, I missed my train of thought. Yeah. Okay. So, oh yeah, check the emails. Yeah, check the emails. So, and who was that anyway? Snack 34. Okay, check your emails because whatever email address you use when you sign up for your DOT number and for your MC number, you have to continue to check it. Now you're gonna get a lot of third parties that say, "Oh, you got to do this. Oh, the world gonna end if you don't do that." No, some third party people that's trying to get your money. Oh, thank you. Enjoy your day too. Thank you. There's some third party people trying to get your money. Okay, so you ain't got to, they just mess everything up because for one, they'll bombard you with all this stuff, and then you don't need all those different services from them. So, but you want to continue to check your emails because the DOT, the FMCSA, they will send you information to that email address. So last but not least, all right, is S-Corp versus LLC. My personal opinion about, actually, I'm doing the S corporation tax return right now, which I do a lot of S corporations. But my only thing is with S corporations. All right, so you're not S corporations. You don't have to pay for self-employment taxes. All right, so on your personal, tax return. So you don't have to pay for self-employment taxes. So if you're an S-Corp and you're not paying self-employment taxes, that's your Medicare and Social Security tax. Well, okay, Ray. I'm gonna tell him, you can call me in the morning. If I don't answer, just leave a message and I'll get back to you, okay? But as corporations, you don't pay Social Security, Medicare taxes, so that's why you don't have to pay the self-employment tax when you're an S corp. So yes, you do save money there when it comes time to do your taxes. But but if you ever should need Social Security, disability, Social Security, or if something should happen to you, and I always talk like this because something happened to me in December 2017. So I always talk like this, something, because you never know. So if something should happen to you, your children or your wife won't receive those benefits, or they receive the bare minimum because you're not paying into that self-employment tax, okay? So you want to weigh your options. So if you're an S corp, you want to make sure, if you're a business owner, period, you want to make sure, you want to make sure that you have some kind of retirement plan in place. There are self-employment retirement plans that are out there. You want to sign up for you to retire on. You want to sign up for disability insurance. Disability insurance, you know how if you work in a W-2 job, they offer disability insurance. Well, you can get disability insurance yourself, and it will cover your monthly expenses. So if you bring home your monthly expenses and you bring home $5,000 a month, well, you can get disability insurance to cover for $5,000 a month if you should become disabled. So you want to think about getting something, and you can do that as a self-employed person, and you can do that as a W-2 person. So if your job is only going to pay you a certain amount of money if you should become disabled, like a certain percentage, then say, for example, if your job going to pay you 60% if you should become disabled. Well, you can get you can get disability insurance to cover that other 40%. Because your bills are there, so you can't pay 6% of your bills. So you can get insurance to cover that other 40%. And that equals 60 and 40. If you should become disabled, is 100% of your money. So you pay monthly into that. So you want to think about getting that. So for those who doing S corporations, you want to think about that part, okay? Now I'm going to go over some benefits of S corporation. Some benefits is you pay less tax because, let me see. because you're not paying the self-employment taxes. So that makes a big difference, and that means a lot to a lot of people, you know. And then the con I just told you about, you know, you're not paying in the self-employment. You're not paying to Social Security and Medicare. So, all right, and LLC. All right, for our LLC holders, LLC, you know, you pay self-employment taxes, but you know, you pay a good bit of money in self-employment tax. The only thing with an S-Corp, you got to put yourself in payroll. So you're gonna pay more in payroll taxes. You're gonna pay you got to pay the 941s. Is 941 940? I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, I don't do payroll no more. I outsource it to ADP. I got a partner with ADP that I deal with. So if you need any payroll information or anything done with your payroll, just send me a message and I will definitely hook you up. Because my friend Dalton with ADP, I referred a good bit of people to him, and everyone said he's wonderful. So he's a really good guy. So if you're needing payroll services, you can reach out to me, as I no longer do that. I ain't got the time. I have employees helping me, but it's a lot of work trying to do payroll. Payroll is tedious. I ain't got time for it. See, you have to look at your stuff and see, okay, where can you save time? What takes up most of my time and very little profit? Well, the payroll. So that's why I stopped doing it. But anyway, but Dalton is great. He's a lot better. You know, he can get you together. But S-Corp, you got to, you know, pay yourself. You know, you got to pay yourself a W-2. If you're an LLC, you don't. Hey, honey. Hi. Hey. That's my friend. Let me tell you about my friend. Honey, Savannah girls are doing it, baby. Doing it. Okay, I know you up to $500,000 or more in revenue. And I ain't putting your business out there. I'm just saying. So if you need any coaching, she offers coaching packages and she offering all different kind of goodies and stuff. Look up Tenacity Clean. Put your website and email address and contact information down there for me, please. Because she offering a lot of good stuff. And let me tell you, Savannah girls are doing it, baby. But yeah, so I was saying, LLC. So if you have an LLC, yes, you're gonna pay more in taxes. Okay, but you don't have to put yourself on W-2 payroll unless you incorporate it, unless you sign up for S-Corp or to be a C-Corp. Okay. But you don't want to pay stuff. You want to keep your personal and your business separate. Okay. So I always tell people, if you're gonna use money out your business, then you want to transfer it to your personal and then use it like that. So you keep better accounting of it and all that. But yeah, so you know, it's up to you if you want to be an LLC or S-Corp. S-Corp, say for example, if you want to bring in investors, well, you can give them so many shares of your company with the S-Corp and with the C-Corp. You can give in so many shares, but if you're an LLC, well, there's no share, and you have to become a partnership. Now, if you become a partnership, you always want to get with an attorney. You have to spend the money. You have to spend the money and get with an attorney to get a partnership agreement. Because sooner or later, somebody gonna do something and everybody, all hell gonna break loose, okay? And you got to know you have to draw the line. You got to know, okay, this person gonna be on the bank account. Both of them gonna be in the bank account. Is this person gonna get this much? Or how much y'all getting out the account? Or what y'all gonna do with the bank and all that stuff? It could be a big mess. So if you're gonna have a partnership as an LLC, LLP is what it's called, then I would suggest you get with an attorney, put everything in writing. if y'all should go both y'all separate ways, what y'all gonna do with the business. All right, so that is that. But yeah, so everything has its pros and cons. S-Corp LLCs have its pros and cons. But it's up to you, your personal, preference of what you want to do. But I always keep it real with my, with everybody. It's up to you. My preference is not your preference. It may be, I may have, when I was doing the call center thing, I had to do an S-Corp because that was required and I didn't like it. And I'm still on the S-Corp. I'm trying to shut everything down, but it's a pain in the butt. But anyway, so if y'all have any questions, you can put in the chat. I'll be signing off in a few minutes because my birthday coming up. I'm trying to get fine for my birthday, and I'm trying to I'm gonna go to the gym before it gets too late or something, so I can, I got to kind of, cause COVID told my behind up. And it's not just COVID. I ain't gonna blame on COVID. The pandemic, I just never worked from home before, in the kitchen right there. And I'm from Savannah, okay? So we're gonna eat and we're gonna cook. And we like to cook home cooked stuff. We like to cook the pancakes and the eggs and stuff for breakfast and all kind of mess. We cook all the good stuff. Oh, thank you, Ray. I appreciate that. I'm gonna be 41 fine. But we like to cook, so I didn't realize me taking a little break, going to the kitchen to cook all this and cook all that, doing this. Okay, all right, we're gonna party too. Yes, we are. I hope you come. Ooh, thank you. I miss my friends. We gonna party down, honey. The life's too short. You never know. Shoot, when is your time, honey? So hey, party and love on your friends and stuff. Now, if you ain't seen them in years, try to reach out to them and stuff and all that stuff. Cause life is too short. I tell you. Yes, ma'am. But if y'all have any questions or anything, feel free to put in the chat. I'll be here in a few more minutes, and I'll be doing a lot more. Oh, and my class is still open. I'm still signing up people. The truckers compliance class. And in this class, we're going to go over if the fuel tax, IRP, 2290s, bookkeeping, truckers tax deductions. There's so many truckers out there that need help, and you want to help these guys. You don't want them getting fined and all that stuff and going through this and that and all that stuff. And there's so much going on. And also, I show you how I do things. Give you some tips and tricks on how I do things. And I'm just finishing up one IRP I was working on before I got on my live, because that's what made me a couple of minutes late. But yeah, there's a lot going on. Got to if the fuel tax. I got the file tonight. I posted it this morning before I got started with work, but I didn't get up early enough. I was tired. But yeah, it's a lot of information. Show you the programs I use and stuff to help ease everything. My business coach, Dr. Carrie Yazzie, sent me some information worksheets that she used when I attended her Power Moves in New Orleans in 2019. And that the information she provided was very, very helpful. So I'm going to bring that with me and provide it to you all. It's going to be in Midtown Atlanta. And also I offer the virtual. I just started offering a virtual class. A lot of people asking for it. But if nobody signed up for it, I'm not going to offer it. So I just going to put that out there. If nobody signed up for the virtual, I'm not going to offer it. But it's going to be nice. And we'll have a meet and greet Saturday after the class. So people are going to, network and make sure you have your business cards. You come and have your business cards and your laptop, hotspot available because there's no Wi-Fi in there. But business cards is one of the main things. that you want to have. Because I went to an event not too long ago, and I had my business card, honey, on deck. Matter of fact, I got some new business cards that look really nice. Let me see. Where I put them business cards at? Where I put them cards at? I gotta remember where I put them. I think I put them in my thing over there. But anyway, man, them things look so nice. But nobody had a business card. And I'm like, very few people have business cards. I'm like, how you gonna not have a business card? How long I have to get insurance after applying? Oh, they give you I want to say 25 days. But if you cannot get it within that time period, you can call them and ask for an extension, and they will hold that DOT number for you. So if you don't have it, can't get it within that time, then make sure you call. Let me make sure now it's 20 or 25 days. Let me double check. I got it right here in my email. Let's say, oh, that's a different email. What is my next step? Okay. Yeah, 25 days. Yeah. You got 25 days. So that's the most expensive part of that darn authority is the insurance. Ooh. But you have 25 days, and if you can't get it within that time, they're very reasonable. So you can call them. I don't have it. Let me see if I got in this phone. You can call them and they'll extend it for you. And I want to say they will extend it up to a year, if I'm not mistaken. It just depends. FMC. Let me see. I done gave this number out so many times. Well, this is a new phone too. I might have in my other phone that I'm doing the live on, so I won't be able to get it. Let me check my notes and see if I. Yeah, just got to communicate with them, and they're pretty. They're pretty good with communicating. If you communicate with them, they're pretty good. They'll give you some extra time. But y'all do what y'all need to do. Make that money. I know, my class may be a little bit more than others, but I see classes online for $100 and $2. I'm like, ain't no way in the world somebody giving away all that. And then I look in the comments, oh, I ain't get my class, I ain't get my package, I ain't get that. Okay, so you charging that amount of money, but not sending people their stuff. And the people who probably charging that money ain't never did it. They took somebody else's class, and now they think they're the expert. Now I paid for 20 years of knowledge over here. Shoot. Okay, you get in the morning. Okay, all right, that's fine. I'll make sure I put it in my phone so I can have it available to you because it's on this website. I have to get off the website. But they also have a chat option. So if you don't want to call them, you can send them a chat. But I'll send that information to you. I'll give it to you in the morning. But I'm getting ready to get off of here. All right, you all have a good night. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to working with you all. If you need any information, anything, if you have any questions, feel free to call me at the number below or 770-460-5294 on Instagram. Send me an email at info@brianstaxlogistics.com or go to my website, www.brianstaxlogistics.com. Oh, thank you, Ray. It's been nice. Thank you. And thank you, everyone on Instagram. You all have a good night. All right. Bye-bye.